Imagine having an eye disorder with no cure, a condition that affects 1 in 4,000 people and will eventually declare you legally blind.
So every in-text citation must have a matching reference.
Well, this is the story of Chalagat Kipkorir, a 28-year-old master's student at Daystar University, who was diagnosed with retinitis pigmentosa, a genetic condition affecting the retina of the eye. Both her eyes have been affected by this condition. Her future now hangs in the balance.
Allah doesn't really see us per se. Most people feel like I can clearly see, but my sight is way below for a normal person. Like for now, I don't see completely at night, and I find it so difficult seeing in dim lit areas, and during the day the glare is so much for me because light is a big problem to my sight, and the biggest problem is that I have tunnel vision. Have you ever seen the way you see through a tunnel? That's how I see, straight. Yeah, I think I have less than even 70 degrees, and a normal person has 180 degrees.
Chalagat was first diagnosed with the condition in 2013 at PCEA Hospital in Kikuyu. At that time, she was in her early 20s, just starting out in life, and had just joined university.
I was doing a mathematical course, but unfortunately, I couldn't keep up with the pressure and all that. So I had to change the course that I was doing, and I went to do a course, probably my dream course. I came to communication. Yeah.
Dr. Nyenze, who is an ophthalmologist in Nairobi, gives more insight on what exactly this condition looks like.
Retinitis pigmentosa is a progressive degenerative retina disease. It starts early and then continues over with time to damage the retina completely.
Dr. Nyenze says a patient can actually get another underlying conditions, such as a macular edema.
The macula is the central part of the retina, which is responsible to almost 80 to 90% of the vision, and is a very sensitive area in the body. So in some cases of retinitis pigmentosa, patients get that edema of that area. And once they get edema of that area, it means that they will get sudden now. You know, I said the loss of vision is usually progressive. In that case, it becomes sudden. So they get sudden loss of vision of the remaining. Most likely they have had deterioration of vision, left with little vision, and all of a sudden the vision is lost. And that is what macular edema is. And it can happen in retinitis pigmentosa, just as it happened to her.
I'm still battling with it, and I've been seeking treatment for it for, I think, for 3 years straight, till it came to a point I said, I can't do it anymore, because you're not seeing the results that you anticipate to have. Yeah, because the last one, I had my 8th injection, and it was so painful, and that made me to stop seeking for more treatment, because it was causing a lot of psychological trauma to me.
Dr. Nyenze explains why such mutations occur and gives us an understanding on how early one can get the condition. Is there a chance to go fully blind? And what is the treatment for the condition?
The disease presentation is totally complex. There are some patients with retinitis pigmentosa who experience early loss of vision. Before they are 10 years, they have already lost their vision completely. The other patients who have more progressive, they can lose their vision in their 20s to 30s. And then there are others who still maintain some vision for the rest of their life. Unfortunately, there is no treatment for retinitis pigmentosa. Once somebody has lost vision, it can be restored. There's a lot of research, first of all, going on the area of retinitis pigmentosa. There are some supplements, vitamin supplements, vitamin A, which have been thought to slow down the progress of retinitis pigmentosa, even though it is not very conclusive.
As a citizen of Nairobi County, Chella has had her share of injuries while moving around the city, and even more as a person living with a disability.
the time you're walking, you can't really see how a mkokoteni guy is coming. So the time he comes, you're already inside the mkokoteni, and you know the way mkokoteni, the metal itself, is very heavy. Yeah, it has really caused a lot of injuries on my leg. Even now, my leg is still hurting 3 years, 4 years down the line.
The 28-year-old, who has seen it all, explains her journey to taking up the white cane that has helped her through her milestones as a visually impaired person.
Even the time my sister got me the cane, I used to keep it inside my bag all the time. I'm walking with it, yes. I'm still relying on my little sight that I had. But with time, with the counseling therapy sessions that I used to go, it made it even easier for me to take up the cane. And yeah.
Chella recalls this specific rehabilitation center that has played a big part when it comes to coming to terms with her condition and how to live with it.
That's where you're taught how to live positively as a visually impaired or a blind person. Yeah, you're taught how to cook, how to the adaptive ICT to help you as a blind person, and generally just to live as a normal person, irrespective of your sight issues. And
must have a matching reference in the reference list.
She keeps busy with schoolwork and has maneuvered her way to taking a master's course in the university so that she can achieve her lifetime goals. She is grateful as she has overcome the stigma that comes with her condition and explains her plans for the future.
To fully dwell into the disability community, just be a great development communication officer and just help the disabled people to use communication for them to be empowered.
Her advice to Kenyans is to support people with a disability, especially women. Reporting for Hope News Watch, I'm Miriam Munyoki.